We're here today under unique circumstances. How many of us have had the opportunity to attend a wedding celebration of a couple that is already married? As you know, Ethel and Dillon married last October in an intimate ceremony on the ocean with their immediate families.
Coming up with plans for us. I've got you feeling kinda dangerous. Let's write a story they'll never believe. You and me together, the gas leaves. You made a mystery out of love. Breathe in new life.
It's finally happening, guys. So excited. So happy for you. Obviously, had to wait for 1, but 2, but 3 reschedules, but we're so excited to finally get this thing going.
So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the long-awaited rehearsal dinner for Dillon and Ethel. I am overwhelmed with happiness that this day is finally here and that you have handled the past 2.5 years with so much humor and grace.
Their ability to find and keep such close, lasting friendships. That's a real superpower of Dillon's and Ethel. Ethel and Dillon, it's clear you know exactly what to value in life and how to make it fun. Ethel and Dillon, secret number 1, never grow up. Ethel and Dillon, secret number 2, appreciate this moment.
The two of you guys together, 2 peas in a pod, and been together since you were kids, and you know, it's really special.
They're perfect for each other. We're so happy for you guys. You guys are opposite in the perfect way, but yet, like, you care about the same things, you have the same passions.
I wanted to close my speech reflecting on a conversation Dillon and I have had on more than one occasion. It's typically over a winga, with a full drink in hand, listening to our wives laugh over something or having a conversation that he and I have nothing that we know what's going on. And Dillon will look at me, and he'll say, "Where the hell would you be without me?" His words have resonated with me more than he'll ever know. Our relationship has been nothing short of laughter and good times, and I feel so blessed that our lives have crossed. And I really don't want to think about where my life would be without you. All of us in this room are so blessed and have been so touched by your guys' relationship, and we're so lucky to call you guys such great friends.
We drove down to Richmond, and then we decided to play a game like 20 questions. You know, questions about each other's, about your past, your history, things that you did, things that you liked. I think on question number 20, I finally said, "Dillon, are you going to marry Ethel?" And there was a pause, and he looked up at me, and he said, and he kind of shook his head towards a yes, and I glanced over, and I swear to God, you had your fingers crossed on the side of your legs, and you were wishing for it. You were wishing for this day.
I've never known Ethel without Dillon. Has anyone here really? In that case, we'll have to start at the beginning and throw it back 17 years to 2004, when Ethel and Dillon started dating, as we all know. Now let's think about how different the world was then. In 2004, the Boston Red Sox won their first World Series since 1918. In 2004, we didn't have Facebook or smartphones. In 2004, Tampa Bay legend Tom Brady had only 2 Super Bowl wins. In 2004, there were no Real Housewives on Bravo. And in 2004, J-Lo and Ben Affleck were dating. J-Lo has since married Mark Anthony, had twins, dated Drake, got engaged to A-Rod, broke off said engagement, and is now back together with Ben Affleck. You get the point. It's been a long time. For as long as I've known Ethel, it's been Ethel and Dillon. Until I lived with Ethel our junior year, I only knew 2 things about her. 1, she had a total grandma name. Sorry. And 2, she was still dating her long-distance high school boyfriend. We all knew about Dillon because Ethel had stood up during our Kappa Kappa Gamma sleepover freshman year and told us about her hot high school boyfriend that she was going to marry.
I honestly cannot remember a time in my life before Ethel was in our family. I was 6 years old when this all happened. 6.
Being your father and watching you grow was and is a true blessing. I could recite countless moments of your life to this point, but I won't, because I would cry many tears of joy and I would speak way too long. Ethel, seriously, thank you for providing me with front row seats to your life. I treasured every moment, especially our numerous daddy-daughter dates. I'm very lucky in the fact that I've been able to watch my son-in-law grow up for 17 years. Not many people have the opportunity to watch a young man grow into that boy that marries his daughter 17 years later.
Ethel, I hope you know how much I love you. Like heart pumping, anxious giggling, finger tingling, full on love you. Every ounce of my body, every bone and inch of flesh, from the top of my head down to my ugly second big toe. I'm obsessed with you and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
Thank you.
Wow, huh? Huh? Let's go. Oh my God.
How do I begin to summarize 17 years of love in just a few minutes? It's been 6,166 days since you first asked me to be your girlfriend. 6,166 days on and off, as you like to remind everyone, of shared laughter, hugs, and sunny boat days, and also some growing pains that we worked through together.
Yes, love is important, but it can be fickle. Without patience, optimism, trust, and true companionship, it's nothing. I know you will bring those qualities to your marriage with Dillon every day, and I'm honored to be here by your side to watch it all, Ethel. Or as Charlie referred to her, Uncle Ethel. Ethel and Dillon, as you make your vows today before your family and friends, reflect upon not only the love you have for one another, but the joy that comes from building a life together. On this day, the gift that you give to each other is the gift of acceptance, comfort, and insight, the gift of a best friend, as well as a companion. The gift you received is a true partnership and a deep trust for today, tomorrow, for your futures.
Our great love story adds a special chapter today. Finally, in front of all our favorite people, we commit ourselves to each other. We join paths and march together as one. Did you know that you have always been the one for me? Sure, I maybe made you wait a bit too long to tie the knot, but the reality is, it's always been you. The truth is, you walked into my world 17 years ago and have never left my heart.
I read the other day that a soulmate is not someone who completes you. A soulmate is someone who inspires you to complete yourself. As we have stumbled together through our youth and our young adulthood, from the rocky shores of Rockport and Maine to the cobblestone streets of Mexico City and the red rocks of Arizona, a lot in our lives has changed, but the constant has been us. Always within arm's reach, pushing each other to become who we want to be. I love so many things about you, Dillon. I love your face. I love kissing your face. I love your confidence. I love your deep devotion to your family and your friends. I love your curiosity about the world, your laugh, and your kindness. I committed to you a long time ago, Dill. I've been yours for most of my life. You're my best friend, my co-captain. You're my voice of reason, my partner, my family, my everything. Put it simply, there is no me without you. Loving you is a permanent part of me, like my brown hair and my short temper. So here we are. We've come back to the ocean in search of an adventure. And my vows to you today represent continuations of a lifelong commitment.
The truth is, I don't want to miss another day of life without you as my wife. To be true to my 19-year-old self, to make the most of every day, every moment, the answer is simple. I need you. Because life just isn't complete without you.
Dillon, I've loved you for as long as I remember, and I will love you for as long as I live.
Happens every summer. Things are moving slow. And time to
Ethel and Dillon are so glad and honored you're able to be here with them on this beautiful November day at a place that means so much to both of them. Each of you has played an important part in their lives, and the effort that you've made to be here is deeply appreciated.
Scrolling through the phone on a Sunday, just
I want to talk about one last activity that Dillon and I used to do as little kids. We collected cards. Our basement in Rockport is overflowing with dusty, beaten-up binders full of mint-condition baseball cards. I looked back in our binders a few weeks ago, and I found 2 cards. Number 1, Ethel Mickey, New York Yankees, 2001. Number 2, Dillon Vasallo, Rockport Little League, Boston Red Sox, 1995. I know that each of you will treat each other in marriage the way you'd treat these priceless cards. Don't forget this is forever, but you guys have always known that. Love each other as you have the last 17 years and you'll be just fine. You are each other's one of one. Congratulations.
As I prepared for today, our wedding day, I found myself reflecting on our earliest times together. One of our very first dates, we were in Rockport, and so we took a walk on the rocky coast of Halibut Point State Park. You and I both gravitate towards the ocean. It is our sanctuary, our happy place. So off to the ocean we went, and my 14-year-old self was determined to impress you, trekking onto the rocks and showing no fear. I remember you invented some game, and we hunted in the tide pools looking for sea glass and crabs. Every time you found something cool, you rushed over to show me, grinning with your mouth full of braces. You were hoping I would think it was cool too. I felt emboldened by your energy and your playfulness and safe in your presence. That first date on the rocks says a lot about our love.
Life will be fun. That I can definitely promise. I will make you laugh at least once a day. We will laugh till we cry till we find a way to laugh, embrace for the most celebratory moments, and hold on to each other when everything else in the world feels like it's falling apart.
It's always been Ethel and Dillon. It'll always be Ethel and Dillon.
Before all of us gathered here today, at this special spot by the ocean, Ethel and Dillon have reaffirmed their love and commitment to one another by the power vested in me by TB12 Sports and the Not Leaving Committee of Wingershik Beach. I now pronounce you husband and wife again. Dillon, you may now kiss your beautiful wife.